needed to give Mel, give YouTube and Mel to kick up upside the rear, upside the batukas. It's fine. We are now live on YouTube as well as Twitch. Hello, everyone. Glad to see you all here. Oh my god. I swear. I swear. Why? I just want one night. One night that everything just works, you know? It would be really, really nice. Shaz, you needed that. You 100% got it. You got it, Shaz. And Augie, congrats on the 25 stream streak. Waving at you in both places, Augie. Wave, 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 wave. There we go. Optine, hello, hello. It's Muir. You didn't recognize me with that little spinning loading circle on my face. I know, right? I've tried a new makeup regime, and I think that it's working. You know. Opting, you will not be heading to the city tonight. Oh, okay. Why? I mean, not that I'm, not happy that to have you here for the entire stream, but is there a reason why you're not going to the city as you were planning on doing? Pandora, hello Tay, how are you? Glad to see you as well. Okay. I've opened the bottle. It took me a minute, but I have opened the bottle. It smells like wine. It is this, to be exact. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? This is the rice wine that I got from the Japanese supermarket, by the way. It says it is Kabuta Sinyu Ginjo. Don't ask. I'm probably mispronouncing that like crazy, but it is yeah, it's Kubota rice wine. It is koji, right? Water, rice, and rice koji is the ingredients. So there you go. It says it's a product of Japan, which I should hope so, because I got it from the Japanese supermarket. So it better be a product of Japan, you know. Tay, Augie, dare you ask what this is? I think I just told you. Tay, you're popping back in again while you visit, while you... Hold on, my cursor's in the way. While you wait for Jim. You're sleepy as you had a long day. I'm sorry that you had a long day, but I am glad to see you here. So I'm just going to pour myself a glass of this. There we go. And I am going to just sip on this all night and enjoy it. Here we are. See, this is what rice wine looks like. It is very clear. It is paler than your white grape wines. It smells extremely sweet, and not at all like it smells a bit like champagne, but not quite. It doesn't quite have that grapiness, obviously, because it's made from rice and not grapes, you know. But there you go. Shaz, I'm gonna be blotto. It does look a little bit like water, yes. Whew, it definitely does not taste like water. And this is not the same rice wine that I had at Wagamama for my birthday. Oh wow, this is strong stuff. I'm gonna have to take it easy with that. My lord. It's 15% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I am definitely gonna have to take it easy with this stuff. That is I just took a little tiny sip, and wow, yeah. Shaz, you prefer sweet white wines? You're not a red wine drinker at all. I like the red dessert wines. Back when, I think I'm gonna have to like take a sip of this and then a sip of water or Pepsi to counterbalance it. But yeah, back when I lived in the States, in Missouri, we've got a few wineries in Missouri, USA, and my family, we loved going to the wineries. My mother loved going there. My uncle and aunts, they loved going to the wineries, like at least once a year. They would go and they would get like several bottles of wine. And the one, I think it was the St. James's Winery in Missouri, St. James, Missouri. They have like the best red dessert wine. It is thick. It is very sweet and it tastes like chocolate covered cherries. I am not shitting you. It was so, so tasty. Seriously delicious. Opting, I'm going to share my story. Tay, always take it easy with wine. Don't be drunk. Yeah, exactly. Especially with this stuff. Like I said, this is not the stuff that I had at Wagamama. The stuff that I had at Wagamama was fizzy. And was definitely not as strong as this. At least not it didn't taste as strong as this does. They had like 4 or 5 different bottles of rice wine at the Japanese supermarket. So I think I'm gonna have to go through and like try every single bottle. Just, for science. Yes, definitely for science. Shaz, your daddy and you used to have a bottle of tawny port every now and then, maybe 2 to 3 times a year. Oh, cool. chocolate covered cherries that smell wine that tasted like chocolate covered cherries. It's so good, seriously. I can remember I think it was the last, I think I was 16, almost 17, and my aunt and uncle had picked me up. Well, my uncle and his wife had picked me up from my mom's to take me to my sister's for the summer. And we stopped off at St. James's Winery on the way. And I was your typical teenager who thought that they should be treated like they were in their 20s. I was a very angsty teenager, okay? And I'm like, I'm 16, I should be treated like I'm 23, type of 16-year-old. I'm mature for my age and all that stuff. Um, and I was really upset and angry that I wasn't able to have the wine at the winery when everyone was doing the taste testing. And it's like they're like, well, little girl, because I wasn't, didn't realize I was trans back then. You can have some grape juice. The kiddies get the grape juice, and I swear the person that was handing out, doing the wine tasting, he was the most patronizing jackalope of all times. I was not happy. I was not a happy camper. So my uncle bought me 2 bottles of that dessert wine, and he's like, "Here, have fun." I love my uncle. I absolutely loved my uncle. He was a good guy. McLeod, hello. How are you doing? Glad to see ya. Opting, you like the sake that's made with corn instead of rice and it's distilled in as bourbon. Opting, that's not sake. That's bourbon. I hate to break it to you, Opting. And McLeod, you are not late. You are right on time. Augie, you've discovered a liking for a Pinot Grigio, I cannot pronounce that, mixed with lemonade. Ooh, nice. Shaz, legal age to drink is 18, where you're at. Here in the UK, is it 18 over here as well? I want to say that legally you can have alcohol over here at 18. In the States, of course, it's 21. In some states, it's older than that. I think there's a couple of United States that you have to be like 25 to drink or something like that. And there are a couple of states and counties in certain states and over there in the United States that are completely dry, and you are not allowed. No one is allowed to drink alcohol over there. So, McLeod, you're doing well. Glad to hear it. Tay, where you're at, it's 18 as well. Pogger. You can't wait to get home because your service is testing your patience. I am so sorry to hear that, Tay. Hopefully it gets better when you get home. Augie, legally, it's 18. Yeah. I see a lot of neighborhood kids around here that are like 16. I swear if they're over 18, I will eat my hat. Um, Remind me to get like an edible hat, But at least over here where I'm at currently, it's not as bad as when I lived in Widnes in Cheshire. There were like 10-year-olds outside of the off license on the estate begging people to go in and buy them a fifth of whiskey and or vodka or something, the cheapest alcohol that you could get your hands on. They're like, I'll pay you a 20 if you go in and get me a 4-pack of the extra strong lager, or I'll give you £50 if you go in and get me a 20-pound bottle of vodka, or Jack Daniels or whatever, and you can keep the rest. I'm like, yeah, no, not happening. I don't want to go to prison. Rocky reminded me to get an edible hat. Sweet. Shaz, a rice paper hat. Oh, totally, yeah. One of those the rice paper wafer, the oh, can you get it over there? Over here you can get this rice paper wafers that are like colored and they're printed on to make it look like paper money. Do you get that over there? But yeah, I would eat a hat like that 100%. I would have to have a lot to drink afterwards, because they suck the moisture out of your mouth like nothing. But Tay, you live up on a hill, so up until then, when you get there on your Wi-Fi, your service cuts out. Oof, McLeod kids these days. I know, right? Tay, kids scare you. And with the full realization that I used to be a kid as well, but I never stood outside of an off license begging adults to buy me alcohol. It's just not something that you did back when I was a kid. Saying that I never really had to, because if we were, like on the weekends, if my mother would buy me a 4-pack of wine coolers, and yes, I know wine coolers is like 1.2% alcohol, but when you're 12, a 4-pack of wine coolers is awesome. Yes. Shaz, you've not seen the rice paper money. Okay. Really, really good. If you like eating that kind of thing, they are quite tasty. Or the another thing that you can get over here that's like, it looks like styrofoam. They're called UFOs, and it looks like styrofoam, and it's filled with fizzy powder, and they're completely edible. It's not styrofoam. It's rice paper. That look like little UFOs, and yeah, inside is the powder. Totally edible, but I can only eat like 2 or 3 in one go because they just suck all the moisture out of your mouth. But they're really tasty. Shaz, you've never hung out at a bottle shop to ask an adult to buy alcohol. You were pregnant at 16, so you just walk in and buy it yourself. But not for you, for your ex-sister-in-law, who was 16 also. Oh dear, oh dear. Tay, kids are crazy. Totally. Opting, you didn't drink from 15 to 30, so you missed all the good drinking misadventure years. I said, I was never really, when I was at home, if all the adults around me were having a drink, I'd be like, I'd want to fit in, as kids want to fit in. So I'd be like, where's mine? And my mom would buy me, when I got like to teenage years, she would buy me the wine coolers, because they're only like 1% alcohol. They're basically pop. So she would buy me a 4-pack of that and say, here you go, knock yourself out. That's all you're getting, by the way. And the rest of the night, I would have cans of pop or whatever. But still, she included me, which was really nice of her. My sister would do that as well. She would get me wine coolers, or every once in a while, after I turned 16, she would actually let me have wine. Her and I would have girly nights in, where we would have we would have pizza and wine and expensive Ben and Jerry's ice cream, or Viennetta, which in the States, Viennetta is like, rich people's ice cream. And we would just chat and have loads of fun. It was absolute. It was a good time. I love spending time with my eldest sister. Seriously awesome. McLeod, you were always allowed drinks at home. And Chaz, you had a uh-oh. It says excellent on my stream thing. It says excellent on my computer. So we're doing okay on my end. So far it's okay. But yeah, hopefully the circle thingy doesn't happen again with you. Opting's been flawless where you're at. So what I did, by the way, what might help is if you delete your cache and your cookies and re-sign in to Twitch, sometimes that helps. Also, if you're using a VPN, sometimes Twitch will throttle you. So just, try deleting your cache and deleting your cookies and logging back into Twitch and seeing if that helps. Tay, you wish your sister would do stuff like that with you. Aw, why don't you should ask them to. You should set it up yourself and say, hey, let's have a let's have a night in, just us, and have some fun. And see what she says. Shaz, you used to have one tiny sherry glass full of sherry with Christmas dinner every year and a bottle of sparkling non-alcoholic apple cider for New Year's, and your brother and you would pretend you were drunk. Augie, you won't tell me your adventures. Okay, your misadventures with alcohol. Tay, your sister's currently away from home, but when she comes back, you'll ask. You should totally should, because we don't get to spend enough time with our families. I mean, you might think that, yeah, you might think, I can't stand being around my family. I can't wait until I get out, and get, move out of my family's home and live out on my own. You soon miss your family. Trust me on this. I have lived away from my family for 25 years now. In a different country, even, for 25 years. And I would love to be able to spend time with my two sisters again. Even if I don't think our personalities match anymore, because they are both ultra religious, and I just don't give two craps about religion anymore. But they're both very religious. But we're just, they're my sisters. They're family, and I would love to be able to spend a more time with them, because I haven't seen my eldest sister since, I think the last time I saw them, I think Paul was like 7. So it's been a good long while since I've seen my eldest sister, and I haven't seen my middle sister since I moved over here to the UK. So it's been quite a few years. Shaz, you did that yesterday. You cleared the history and cookies and cache and restarted your browser, and it didn't help. No. Shaz, not telling your adult shenanigans with alcohol either. I'm not expecting y'all to. Okay, so I do need to say, we are gonna have a look tonight. I've been waiting for Bees to show up, because Bees gave me a building challenge of making a Halloween themed nightclub in The Sims 4, and I've decided to make one that is based off of a real life manor in the UK, in Shropshire of all places, called Chaos Manor. Let me show you all. So it's called Chaos Manor, and it is literally, once Discord goes up, here we go. This is a photo of the manor house. This is in Shropshire. It's called Chaos Manor, a Chaos Mansion. And in the early 2000s, it was used as an illegal rave place. And I thought it would be pretty cool to kind of create a version of this in The Sims 4 and deck it out for Halloween and put, a little bit of a, small, a dance floor in one of the rooms. Just because. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to make a version of this in The Sims 4, and we're going to jazz it up for Halloween. Hi, Rock. McLeod, where in Shropshire? I don't know exactly where it is, but if you search on Google Chaos Mansion UK or Illegal Rave House UK, you should be able to find it. Also, I need to say that this stream has been sponsored by EA, the EA Creator Network, because there has been a new kit that's dropped tonight, and that is the Sims 4 Autumn Apparel Kit. We are going to take a very quick look at this as well. Sim VIPs, hello! How you doing? After the house is on the... the what? Says Loki is awake and wants to go outside. Aw, hi Loki. Who's a good boy? Who's a good doggy? Loki is. Loki's a good boy. Yes. Okay, I'll stop now. The gallery, Sims VIPs. Oh, yes. I will 100% put it up on the gallery, yes. Once it's done. And this new kit is nice. I love the vibes of this, because, I mean, I would wear pretty much everything that's in this kit, IRL. So, I love it. Absolutely love it. Optine, did they ever bust me for hosting all... No. Funny enough, Optine, they totally didn't. Hashtag, I have done no illegal raves ever in the history of my life. I was too straight-laced for that growing up. So anyway, let's go into The Sims 4. Tay, you love talking to your pets like that? I only do it ironically. I would never actually, use that tone of voice with a pet. But I do, like my my partner's sister. She has a dog, and I'm always, when he's an absolute giant softie. And we go to visit him, and he gets so excited when he sees us, and he shows me one of his toys. He'll go over to his toy box, and he'll grab a toy, and he'll come over to me with the toy in his mouth, and he'll be wagging his tail, and, with the toy in his mouth, look up like this, like, I got a toy, and I'll be like, oh, you're such a good boy, aren't you? Let me see the toy, and I'll go to grab the toy, and he'll run away from me and want me to chase him. So we'll play a little bit of chase over the, around the living room. So cute. McLeod, Telford. What, that the house is in Telford? Okay, cool. Tay, your one dog acts like a literal toddler, so you talk to him like he's a child. Aw, bless. So, the Sims 4 Autumn Apparel Kit, like I said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this real quick, because I want to create a sim for testing purposes for the Rave house anyway. So, Autumn Apparel Kit, chill in the air when it's too late for beach wear and too early to break out the snowshoes. This kit has you covered with comfy sweaters, matching beanie and scarf combos, and more cold weather looks. Embrace the chill with luxurious fabrics and rich autumnal hues. These sophisticated and layered fashions will keep Sims both comfy and put together with pieces that exude charm, like a wide brim hat, wearable purse, and stylish boots. Okay, cool. So, let's go ahead. Let's load up a game. We're not doing this one. We're going to be doing this one, the 2025 creation save. So, let's play this. We'll create a sim, and we will... we'll put them on a lot and have a little bit of fun. So I think that we should probably put this in either Forgotten Hollow or maybe Moonwood Mill. I'm thinking maybe Moonwood Mill for the Halloween vibes, and we'll put it here on Prowler's patch.
Yes, you're out, huh? Yes, you're out.
And we'll just randomize a sim. One more time, just to ensure that it is a true randomized sim. McLeod, 16 miles away from you. Oh, neat. That is so cool. You got a haunted mansion not too far from where you live then, McLeod. Rock, it's just going to be a sim. Just a random sim. strictly because, you know, we're not gonna have enough time for me to make a sim self. Because when I make my sim self, it can take me literal hours to make my sim self. Because I'll get like my phone up with my camera, or I'll use my my PC camera and get up my old studio so that I, you know, have myself on my screen. And I'll look over at myself and I'll like tweak things and I'll turn my head back and forth. You know, I'll take loads of screenshots so that I can get my sim self to look as much like me as possible. It's completely mad, but there you go. Okay, so let's see. Kits. Autumn apparel. Here we go. Essential glam. Wait, what? Weird. Hold on. That's weird. Essential glam. I don't think that... Awesome. Thank you so much for the cheer. I appreciate that. I don't think that... Is this... Essential Glam Kit hasn't come out yet, has it? Sim VIPs, thank you so much for the 1 bit. I really appreciate that, my friend. You're awesome. But yeah, I don't think the Essential Glam Kit has come out. That is so weird. That is seriously weird. Something didn't go right there when they updated the game. It's fine though, it's fine. Okay. So let's take a look at what we've got here in the new kit. And Sim VIPs, thank you so much for the 9 bits. Appreciate that, my friend. Hold on, let me have another sip. Doc, was that supposed to be... It is so difficult to cheer bits anymore on Twitch, I swear. Especially if you're doing it from mobile. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got... I mean, these are all really cool tops. These are so pretty. Obviously, I've got masculine and feminine in one go here, so, just so I can see what's what. But this is really nice. Look at this. That jumper, I would wear that. Not even kidding, I would wear that jumper in real life. That is so cute. This one is with a love heart on it. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I would also wear this, but to be honest, this looks like it's 4 layers, and I do not layer my clothing that much. I would probably go with just the undershirt, you know, the khaki shirt here, and the outer jacket, and leave the inner jacket off. But this is still really, really nice. Tay, you're at home now and you're gonna spend it chilling with your boy, your older kitty. Aw, you should go push push. Give your kitty a little scritch wherever your kitty likes to be scritched. You know, like behind the ears or under the chin. McLeod, thank you for the lurk. Shaz, you've got the Essential Glam Kit and its makeup. Okay. So it has been released. It's just usually when they release a kit, they do it. It's in order of release when you go through the filter. But for Essential Glam to be there after Autumn Apparel, that's just thrown me, to be honest. I'm so used to the list being chronological. It's so weird, but it's fine. Ruck, how pogger am I gonna make this sim? Not very. At the moment, I'm just going through and looking at all of these gorgeous tops, and I'm just gonna throw together an outfit for each category, to be honest. So I'm thinking this with let's go purple. No, that's too. Let's go black. Yeah, we'll go black. And then for the bottoms, So. Let's go down. There's so much stuff. There we go. Okay, so we've got 2 masculine and 3 feminine frame bottoms for this kit. This is one of the feminine frames. Oh my goodness. This is like bell-bottom central. This is huge bell-bottom vibes. I'm not 100% certain that I like these, but you know, they're very well done, very nicely made, but they're not my style. And then of course we got the pleated skirt, which again, not really my style, but it is again really nicely made, and it looks like it's made from wool. That is so nicely textured. They've really been stepping up their game since they started releasing creator kits. They have the Sims team has really stepped up their game as far as textures in their custom content. Augie, you finished your Fortnite game and now I have your full attention. Sweet. Tay, your kitty's ears and chin are his favorite spot. Sometimes he'll lift his head up and ask to be scratched. Aw, that's so cute. Rock. Fortnite or Sims 4? Bees! Hello! You are not late, Bees. You are just on time. How you doing, Bees? You alright? Okay, so we got the pinstripe trousers here, which match this shirt perfectly. And then we've got the regular trousers here, which look like polyester. Absolutely, I'm loving this kit. To be completely honest, I'm absolutely loving this kit. Very, very nice. The patches on the jacket, on the elbows. Oh, sweet. But how you doing, Bees? You alright? Shaz, that long skirt is for grandmas. But that said, you are a grandma, and even you wouldn't wear the long skirt. Ruck, should you do a thing? It depends on what the thing is. Is it a legal thing? Asking for a friend. If it's legal, then do it. If it's not legal, then don't do it. Bijou made plans to be on time for it. Sweet. Tay, Jim doesn't seem to be streaming, so unless she's going to stream something a bit later, you'll stick around. Oh, you're very welcome to stick around for as long as you want, Tay. Also, bonus points if you put cat pictures in the Discord. Just saying. Tay, what if you said no to Rock? Rock, you'd hope it's legal, considering you've already done it. It can't be I mean, it could. Opting, we have points now. Only for animal pictures. Animal pictures get bonus points. I'm not... Oh my god, what is that randomized? Holy moly. Dude. What even? What even, dude? Dang. Let's go full body for formal. So we've got this nice look here with a little handbag, the shoulder bag. Totally wearing the shoulder bag wrong. I'm just gonna say that right now. I always when you wear shoulder bags, wear it crossed so that if the bag's on your left side, the strap should be on your right shoulder. That way it's more difficult for people to grab your bag when you're out and about. Just saying. I like that one as well. Again, I wouldn't wear this many layers, but it does look good. And this is so nice too. Again, I wouldn't wear a jumper and a coat unless I was going outside. But saying that, it is still really, really nice. I think I'll do this one for the... we'll do this one for the formal. We'll do... Yeah, that nice green. I really like that. What about shoes? Speaking of, do we have any new shoes in this kit? I think we do. And I swear if it's just feminine Oh, no, there's a masculine and... Okay, so we got 1 masculine shoes, and 2 feminines, which... I'm angry that they're both heels. Not angry, but just disappointed, you know. But they are still nice. I do wish that we would have, you know, like, flats for the, feminine frame Sims. I like flats. I prefer flats, but there you go. Shaz, you have a crap ton of animal pics. Where are we posting them? In the Discord. In the Discord. Opting, what about animal videos? I mean, if you want to post animal videos, as long as they're cute animal videos, it's perfectly fine. Tay, you'll find a picture of your boy for us. Aw, sweet. Augie, do they have to be real animals? No. I'll just say no. Opting, superb, you have a no. Opting. There you go. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother with athletic wear because I can guarantee there's no athletic tops. Sleepwear, there's gonna be no dude, that was a choice. That is a real sleepwear choice, dude. I'm just saying. Party wear, I'm just gonna go with that. And bottoms will go with that. Let's go with that swatch instead. And then shoes will go with... Yeah, that's fine. He can go beige. Beige for party. You know, he's a real party animal, this guy.
So.
He's a real party animal. And of course, this is not a kit for hot weather, so we're not even going to bother. We're just going to leave him alone with that. And for his cold weather, we'll do... Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? It's fine. It looks nice. Actually, what about styled looks? Are there any new styled looks that come with this this kit? Sometimes they add... There is. Ooh, nice. There's... Okay, well, we'll do this one because this is more along the lines of what I would wear. But we'll do this one. There we go. This is definitely something that I would probably wear IRL. A nice turtleneck with a beanie and black trousers and black shoes. That is 100% my style. I would wear that. I like it. Okay. Now that we've made our sim... Oh, wait. We gotta give the guy a name. Abel Pearson. That works. Randomizes traits. He's a cat lover. He's clumsy. And he's a goofball. And his aspiration... He can do... Party animal. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just do a quick randomization of likes and dislikes. So he likes acting. He does not like the color gray. Okay, that's fine. That's... Oh, he likes DJ booth music, kids radio music, and ranch. All right. It's fine. Augie, excellent. You posted your new companion from Disney Dreamlight Valley. Aw, sweet. Rock, that is the weirdest sleepwear you've ever seen in this game. Oh, it gets weirder. It can definitely get weirder, Rock. Augie, you were going to post a vid of a ribbon worm blowing its... Oh, no. You like the red square jumper. Tay, you posted a few pictures. Sweet. Opting, would you shave your mustache or chin to leave yourself with chops? No, I would not. I would 100% not do chops. Definitely not. No. I don't think I would look good with chops. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back into. Did I close out Discord? No, I did not. So many pictures. Oh, so many pictures. Okay, we got Tay's kitty. A tortie. Your cat is a tortie, Tay. Oh, so cute. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely freaking adorable. Opting, your wife forbade you from having chops, so you've been sneaky about it and have kept them hidden in your beard for years now. Good one, Opting. Augie, the only chops you would look good with is pork or lamb. I mean, that's legit. And then we've got... Aww. What are you barking at? Bork, bork. Tay, he's very rare, a male tortie. Male torties are extremely rare, yes. You don't see them. I mean, most, like 99.9% of torties are female. So to have a male tortie, very, very rare. You definitely have a special kitty. And Loki is a puppy. Oh my gosh. Shaz. Loki was freaking... I mean, Loki is adorable anyway, but as a puppy, oh, just so sweet and cute and lovely. Lovely, yes. Tay, you need to find pictures of your dogs. Aw. Tay, your dog who's like a toddler. So cute. So, I mean, you can tell just with those eyes that dog is definitely mischievous. And Fleur, more doggos. Is that... shoot. What is your other dog's name? Shaz. I can never remember that one. Loki in the background. Why are you paying attention to the other dog and not me? What are you doing? Head tilt. Head tilt more. Molly, that's it. Why are you paying attention to Molly? Huh, Mom? Huh? 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 I'm gonna keep tilting my head until you pay attention to me. And there's Molly like, is Loki asleep? Can I move now? Please? And Loki, after he got fixed, the cone of shame. Aw, that's so freaking adorable. And Augie, you put yours in the other games channel. Okay. Boop. A witchy bat-winged kitty. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. Perfect for Halloween. 100% perfect for Halloween. That is absolutely cute. Seriously. Tay, another one of the cat. Aw, so cute. Cat's like, I'm a plant. You're sticking all the plants in here, so I'm a plant. Water me. Knowing full well that if you actually watered the cat would go freaking ballistic. Am I right? Augie, you couldn't resist. Yeah, same. I wouldn't be able to resist if I was playing Dreamlight Valley. I would definitely have to get it. All right, so let's grab Mr. Pearson here and put him here in the lot. We're gonna bulldoze the lot, by the way, and go straight in. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him like an absolute ton of stuff. Oh, Rock, thank you so much for giving Tay a tier 1 gift sub. That's very, very nice of you. You did the thing. You did do the thing. Yes. Tay, he hates water. He hates water, and he was sitting in the bathtub with all the plants. That is hilarious. So, yeah, I'm going to give this sim, like, an obscene amount of money. There we go, 100,000 simoleons. That should do him for now. Then we're going to go into build mode. And I'm going to make this a haunted house residential. So, what to expect in a haunted house? There's Guidry the Ghost, specters, haunted treasure, paranormal activity, accursed objects. The houses or entities of the house. You know, there's entities in the house. So the house is like kind of alive. Every night that you spend in a haunted house gives you reward store points. You get and there's Prudence the ghost as well, who absolutely hates people. So yes, we've got all of that. I'm also going to give this some traits. So I'm thinking that we probably want the unhallowed ground trait just to give it that little bit more spookiness, because the unhallowed grounds gives you a little bit of fog, as well as the, you know, the fissures. Then I'm thinking also we could do a vampire nexus to bring more vampires in. And where's the other one? Oh wait, that's right, there isn't. Okay, so if we do, let's do singles hangout as well. And then in the lot challenges, we'll do like all sorts of spooky things. So we got creepy crawlies. We've got filthy, because it's gonna be an abandoned house, so it's gotta be filthy. Sim VIPs. Why is my game so... What, is my game really bright? Usually it's like super dark. Oops, also, hold on, let me go over here. And change my monitor so that you all can... There we go. Pandora, Rock already gave you your gym sub. Calm down. These definitely a haunted house. Augie, we need a Ouija. I wish we had a Ouija board. We've got a seance table, but we definitely need like a Ouija board or something. That would be so much fun. Bees, can I make the nightclub employees ghosts? Since this is like gonna be a rave nightclub, I don't think there's going to be employees. Not really. And I don't think I can force like, if I put a bar in, I don't think I can force the bartender to be a ghost, unfortunately. That would be hilarious, but I don't think we can do it. Pandora, the music is a bit loud. Okay, cool. Hold on. I'll turn that down a bit. Nerom. There we go. Is that any better? Tay, that's better. Okay, sweet. So, we're not gonna do gremlins. We should probably do Grody, because again, abandoned house. Definitely mold. We'll do Scare Seeker as well, and Spooky. There we go. So that's like all of your haunted house, abandoned house type things. So that's pretty good. I would do off the grid, but it'll be fine. Okay, so let's move this to morning so that I can actually see what we're doing, and let's get started. So looking at the image, going up, there we go. So looking at the image, this is just the front of the house, but I am going to make it kind of squarish. I am going to give it a few little bump outs here and there so it's not as plain Jane. But we do have a door and 4 windows, 2 windows on either side of the door, and then there's 5 windows on the first floor and 5 windows on the 3rd floor. So we can totally do that. I have no idea what this house actually looks like, our IRL. I'm only going by this image, and I'm going to doctor it up a little bit. So let's very quickly do this. Augie, are there bats? I don't know. I mean, I know that you can have bats in the game. I know there are bats in the game, but I don't know if there's any debug item that gives you bats. Does that make sense? I can get a debug bat and put them around so it looks like bats are flying, but that's really about all I can do. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to kind of draw out a big square. This is probably going to be too big, but it will be fine for now. So I want the bottom to be a tall wall, and then if we go up, then I want to do like the next floor up to be a medium wall, and I'm going to go ahead and draw this out all the way. This is me just being daft and not drawing a proper square, so we'll make that be a medium wall. And then the 3rd floor, the top floor, we'll have it be just a small wall height. So we've got that. Then we want stairs. So as far as like packs are concerned, rock do hermitcraft style and don't build the back. Wait, there's backs? Bees 100% add the pumpkin carving station. Yes, I will 100% add that. Let Sims make a souvenir to take home. Totally agree. That would be really good. So we want stairs. So let's figure out the packs that we're going to use first and foremost. We'll use base game, but I only want to include base game as a last resort. So we do want probably seasons. Seasons is probably going to be a good one to do because seasons does include some spooky things. For Rent is another good one because For Rent does have quite a few yucky swatches. So we'll go with For Rent. We'll go with Life and Death because of, all the gothic stuff. Enchanted by Nature is to... I might use Enchanted by Nature for the plants and mushrooms, but for now we'll leave it out. Adventure Awaits, I'm not sure if there's going to be anything in Adventure Awaits that will work. I don't think so, but we can try Adventure Awaits just, later on just to see. Bees, Basement Treasures, 100% yes, and spooky stuff and paranormal stuff, yes. So, I think vampires as well. Vampires, maybe Jungle Adventure. Because again, it's got a lot of mossy, and mossy stuff and overgrown stuff. Possibly Strangerville. Because Strangerville has a lot of grody things. Realm of Magic is too magical. Journey to Timbuktu might be good. And then also werewolves. Spooky stuff, as you said. Looking through paranormal. I don't think Industrial Loft would be a good one. Neither would Blooming Rooms or Decor to the Max. None of these. Definitely Everyday Clutter is probably going to be a good one. Bathroom Clutter, no. No. Basement Treasures, yes. Castle Estate might work, but we'll have to see. Sim, the paintings that change. Yes, that's in Werewolves, isn't it? Some of the paintings that change, as well as one of the I think the spooky stuff pack or something like that. Shaz, yes. There are some paintings in The Sims that change, and they are so freaky. Augie, are there any armor statues? Yes, that comes with Get Famous. So let's see. I'll go back up to Get Famous in a minute. Artist Studio I want to include because there are some good things in Artist Studio like drop cloths and stuff that would work. All of this here is not going to work. Maybe the Restoration Workshop. The kitchen clutter I don't think is going to work. The Grange Mudroom I like, but is not going to be good. The holiday stuff, yes. And then if we go back up and we grab the Get Famous, there we go. Augie, Get Famous sounds like an instruction. I mean, there's Get Together as well. And Get to Work. Get to work, Augie. Get to work. Shaz, what's the magic one? That is, my brain just decided to leave me there. The magic one is Realm of Magic. But I don't think that there's anything in Realm of Magic that we could use, to be honest. There might be, though, so I'll go ahead and take it. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else that we can use. Everything else is just kind of a bit too cheery, you know? But we can totally go through later on, and if you all know of any particular items that you think we should add, we will just let me know what pack it's in, and I'll take a look. Rock, discover university right now. I order you. I like it. Augie been there and done that. That's why you're here now. You gotta love it. Shaz, oh yeah, like the cauldron. That's a good idea, yeah. Although there's a better cauldron in the spooky stuff pack. So first, let's go with stairs. And I really wish that we had stairs that were broken in The Sims. I'm just saying that I think that broken stairs would be really cool. You know, just the appearance of them being broken. Like maybe the stairs have like a crack going down one of the steps, you know, still usable, but like maybe a little chunk of wood out of one of the steps, just to give it that broken down, you know, decaying appearance. But unfortunately, we don't have anything like that. I am going to use, I think, the rough stone steps to kind of like signify, you know, that the that they're kind of, you know, rough. So what I want to do for the lower floor is I kind of want... I can get the game to let me do it. No, just the one. There we go. I kind of want to do, like, in the entryway, stairs that lead up like this. So I don't like this wall, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I kind of want this. So if I, like, copy that, and then bring that around, bring that, whoops, no, bad. Oh, come on, game. Be nice to me. Okay, hold on. Stairs are a right pain in the neck sometimes. Okay, so we got that. And then I want it to, like, go off to the side, and then... There we go. So this is what I want the stairs in the ground floor to look like. To be like this, in a, you know, arching type thing. So if we drop down... and move, and we've got like a stair going here, and then this one there, like this. You see what I mean? And then if I move it actually a little bit closer, I might need to make this a bit bigger in order to do the 2 stairs like this. You know what? Actually, I think this might work. So basically, I want, like, if I grab a wall and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I draw a wall like that. Okay. And then I draw a wall going over like this. I'm gonna put some lights in here so we can see what's going on. But I'm thinking that this might work. So we've got like a mezzanine basically. So if I grab some lights, hold on, I'll catch up with chat in just a second. Let me grab some lights so that we can see exactly what is going on. For now, I'll just... Oh. Hold on. Base game lights for the win. There we go. Super subtle light. So we put some lights in here so that we can see just what in the world is going on here. The game is like, no, Muir, we're not going to let you do that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Stupid game. Not letting me do what I want the way I want it. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. Gotta do the thing. Tay, you want to play The Sims so badly now, but your computer won't run it? Oh no! That is horrible. Why won't it run it? Is it just too much stuff? Shaz, you're gonna save up for a brand new top-of-the-range gaming laptop. Ooh, shiny. Shaz, it'll take you a year to save up 2,500. Unless you save 150 to 200 a fortnight. Augie, it's how often Muir plays Fortnite. What, is it Fortnite? Okay, so anyway, yes. So down here, it's like we've got this, and I want this bit to be open because this is the front. So I want like all around here to be open. So like a mezzanine. So we want something that is nice for a mezzanine, but also kind of grody because this is like an abandoned house, you know. So what I want to do is I'm gonna put the illusion of fence down just for a minute, get rid of that, and then what I'll do is move, we'll move some of the fence so that it makes more sense. So, you know, that the fence is going along this way. And I'll keep the illusion of fence so that it looks like some part of the fence is broken. And later on, if we have time, I'll go into debug and we'll try to find a really nice debug broken fence. to make the whole thing look, more broken. But for now, doing it this way is probably going to be my best bet. So if I do drawing, and for now, you are not. Come on, game. See, this is why I need Tool. This is seriously why I need the Tool mod. Okay. Maybe it'll be nice to me. Are you gonna be nice to me, game? Why? Come on. Why isn't it stupid? Okay, there we go. I swear this game sometimes just totally does my head in. Okay, so we want to get rid of these bits of fence because it makes 0 sense for there to be fencing here now. And then I want to take this fencing and draw it there. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no. I've done it again. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I always forget that if you use the eyedropper, it erases your filter. The headaches of being a Sims builder. I swear. I swear. Tay, it's too much, yeah. They have done a lot of work on The Sims though lately, so to help with lower end PCs. So you might want to give it a try again if you haven't for a while. Shaz, if you put away 200 Aussie dollars a fortnight, you'll have just over 5K. Nice. In a year, that is. Sim VIPs, do I use mods? No. I don't. I used to, and then I got really tired of having to constantly update the mods because of all of the updates that the Sims team makes. So I stopped using mods. I do want to get back into using like Twisted Mexie's Tool and Better Build By, and there's one other one that I really want as well, and I cannot remember what it is. But yeah, Tool and Better Build By, especially those two. Those used to be my most favoritist mods that I absolutely loved. Always had them. But yeah, I just got so tired of having to update them so much. It just drove me absolutely up the wall. So I stopped using them. Not because, no disparagement towards the mod creators. I freaking love Twisted Mexie. But yeah, it's EA. I blame EA for it. 100%. Sims VIPs, what is the Better Build By mod, or otherwise called BBB, is by Twisted Mexie. And basically the Better Build By mod is like, it's fantastic. It allows you to toggle different cheats on and off with just like a tick box, so you don't have to input long cheat codes. It reorganizes all of the debug so that you can find the debug a lot easier, instead of having to go through the entire debug catalog. It just puts it all in, like, so debug food would go in the refrigerator, and debug books would go in your study section, your bookcases. It just makes life so much easier to find things. Absolutely fantastic mod. I highly recommend. And then you got your tool mod, of course, which is really good. Ruck, you need to have them do more on that save, though. They mainly just chill at home when they're not working, and they talk to each other a lot. What's that, Ruck? Oh, you're playing on your save that has you and Tay living together in it. Oh, sweet. And yeah, the mod that rotates things is the tool mod, and it is a great mod. Absolutely love the tool mod as well. That's Twisted Mexi again. It is very, very difficult to get used to the tool mod though. Basically, what the tool mod is, it allows you to rotate things on, not instead of like, hold on, with the Sims. Let's say that you've got this plant, okay? In The Sims 4, you can rotate things on this axis, okay? With the tool mod, you can rotate this so that instead of it being on its bottom, it's laying on its side, or you can put it totally upside down, or anywhere in between, you know. And it's really cool for getting things exactly. You can also like move things over just off the lot. So like say with the tool mod, you want these plants, but you don't want them on the lot. Let's say you wanted them over here. With the tool mod, you would bring up the tool mod, you would click the item, then you would click where you wanted it off the lot, and then click the item again, and it will move the item over off the lot to where you want it. And it's again absolutely fantastic. Fantastic mod. And I absolutely, it's such a good mod. Yeah. Rock base game is free. Yes, I love that they made base game free. That was a really good move on their part. So this is gonna be the base. Then if we go back into build mode, because to be honest, this oops, hold up. I forgot about that. Let's bring this back in. There we go. So this is a box. This is freaking boring. So we want some little bump outs. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to make, this is the direct center of the build. So I'm going to make this bit here a little bump out for, you know, like a covered porch, basically. So like I'll get rid of the walls there. And what I would love to do, I would absolutely love to be able to shrink this wall down, but it won't let me. If I shrink this down, then the entire floor shrinks. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get rid of that ceiling, and we're going to put a fake ceiling here, so a fake covered area. But that's fine. We can totally do that. Let me think. Then what I'm also going to do is I kind of want a couple of wings to come out of the build here. So it's like I kind of want like one wing going this way. And then another wing coming out this way, because this is what, you know, your typical manor houses are. You get the main section of your house, and then you'll have some wings built onto the side of the house, which may or may not go all the way up to the top of the building. But in this instance, I think what I'll do is we'll do 2 stories of the wings, and then leave the top bit free on both sides. So that should be okay. And of course, we do need to make these even, because manor houses in the UK are very, very picky They have to be exactly even. And that is just how manor houses are. They are like symmetrical. If you see an old manor house here in the UK, they are symmetrical. So one side will look exactly like the other. It's a thing. Okay, it was the fashion of the time. Uh, please do not do not judge me. Judge past Brits. Rocky didn't know Sims could get burned out. Oh yeah, that's a total thing nowadays. Yeah. Ooh, we've got Empyrean Galactic Survival on Steam up for grabs. So if you want the game, please do hit exclamation or type exclamation mark enter to try to win the prize. If you are the winner, then Wisebot will DM you here on Twitch with your key. There will also be a link in the chat, so have fun with that.
Pogger.
Pogger.
Pogger. Pogger.
Opting entree. Are you a bit hungry there, Opting? Are you slightly hungry? Okay, so what we're gonna do now, let's go ahead. We've got the basic, the basic whatchamacallit, shell of the thing done. So let's go ahead and do the doors and windows, and that will give me, let me know approximately, what it's gonna look like. So I'm thinking we could either go with the castle kit or the university kit. And I'm thinking of going with the castle kit, to be honest, because we got the grody look here with the castle kit. University kit or the university pack works really well, but we're going for an old, a grody look. So I'm thinking that this is probably going to be best. Grab one of these like really grody looking ones. I'm thinking that one. So if we go with like white, with the very grody looking look, huh? But yeah, I think that's gonna look really nice. Sim VIPs, you agree with the castle kit? Yeah, thank you. So in that case, I'm going to, whoops, bad. I'm going to, if this game will let me, grab the platform. We'll embiggen this platform a little bit. I do wish we could do half tiles in The Sims, but we can't. I am also going to put this up on a platform after I've put the windows up. Or a foundation, that is, with stairs. So that way it'll look a little bit better instead of just this flatness here. So we've got that. And I'm thinking in the back we'll have like a we'll do this big door again in the back. Again, just, so it mirrors everything. And then also, like, on the side here, we can have the double door. And I think that is there like a grody look over here? Yeah, there is. Okay, so over here, we can put this door. And this can be, like, the, actually not that one, because I want a short door. We can put a door here for the, what's the word that I'm looking for? Servant's entrance, that's it. A little bit of a servant's entrance door. So we got this worn wood door here that I think would work perfectly for a little servant's entrance, It's very unassuming. It's just there. And you don't need to notice it, you know? Shaz need huge walls. Yeah, lol at how I pronounce grotty. Ooh, what you having for dinner, Tay? Anything good? All right, so windows. We want tall windows on the ground floor, and then like medium or short on the medium, the second floor, and then up at the top, we want short windows. So this is definitely not a Victorian manor house. 100% not. Right. So on the tall, we don't really have anything on the tall windows. No, we don't. We don't have anything good on the tall windows. So what about the medium windows? We've got the we got this, but I think this would probably look better up here. So let me turn move objects on real quick. And also hidden objects. Okay, there we go. So I'm thinking this one. And one of the grody tiles. Maybe that. Oh, yeah, the broken one. Then we've got the window of the undead as well. Again, with, yeah, there we go. With broken windows. So those both would work really well. The life and death pack is just really good for stuff like this. Because you get all of these, all of these grody looking broken panes and everything. Which like I said, I absolutely love. So I'm just going to bring out as many of these windows that, are like broken windows that I can. All the grody ones, and see what we can come up with. Tay, you're having some simple pasta and sauce and veggies. Ooh, nice. It's a chill night. It still sounds really good. We had fake chicken that I stir-fried in a spicy, almost like a spicy kung pao sauce. It was agave nectar, soy sauce, chili, and a couple of other spices. I can't remember off the top of my head what all they were. But mix that all in, stir-fried it with corn flour to make it all sticky with baked chicken. And then roasted some broccoli and had some rice and just put it all together. It's really, really nice. Augie, congrats on winning the game. It's right up your street. Nice. Glad that it's a game for you. Rock, maybe we should see if your computer would behave sometimes enough for you to stream The Sims. You doubt it, though. The one thing your computer can't handle is streaming. Shaz, you would watch Rock play The Sims. You could try and test it, Rock, yeah. Sims, how do you win when we do an automatic game giveaway? You have to be a follower on Twitch for more than 5 days, and then you type an !enter into the chat, and it puts you in, gives you an entry to win, and then it just automatically chooses from all the entrants from everyone who's entered. Words. I can't words. Can you words? No. No one can words. It's perfectly fine. So this one, I like these windows, but you can see they're all brand new types of windows. So I think we're gonna ignore that one. We're staying away from the magic realm of magic windows because they're just all too cheerful. We've got this one. And it does have a few grody looking swatches. So, like that one. And then we've also got this one with the grody looking swatches. Let me just go. Okay, there we go. So, as far as. As far as windows. Could do these on the. Here on the bottom. Hold on, I gotta use shift. There we go. So we could use these on the bottom. At least on the bottom up front. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Sims, how did I get the broken window? Hold on. Let me allow that because it was a typo. So with the broken windows, these ones specifically are the life and death patch. So they are one of the swatches. So if we go into the swatches, they are these bottom swatches here. So you got that one, that one, that one, and that one. These 4 are broken windows with the mold and the yuckiness all along the concrete. And then these ones here are just the dirty windows. And then you've got from here, and these 5 ones are the nice new clean windows. So we got nice new clean 6 swatches, 4 swatches of dirty, gross windows, and then 4 broken window swatches. Optin! Exclamation mark enter. Very, very funny, Optin. Tay, last time Cody tried streaming something and you were present, it crashed the whole thing. Oh no. No. Shaz, yeah, it's the life and death pack that has the broken windows. Yep. Sims, you play a lot and didn't know that the life and death pack had these broken windows. Yeah, I have to admit, I am a swatch I love my swatches. Let me put it that way. I'm trying not to be rude. Okay, fine, I'll be rude. I am a whore for swatches in The Sims 4, okay? I said it. There. And yeah, anytime we get anything new, I just go through every single swatch of every single item. Shaz, maybe I should use the enable free build cheat. We'll see. I can always just give my sim more simoleons. It's fine. I'm a pro swatch person. Exactly. Symbiope's drinking wine. Dead bees. Yes. There you go. Feel free to quote that if you really want. Rock. Looking at you, Rock. Tay, he says while he's drinking wine. Fantastic. Yeah, gotta love it, right? So yeah, we'll use these little windows here, and I'm thinking up here. I'm not sure if I want to put these windows in the middle. I would love to put these up at the top, but I don't think it's gonna work. Could do these windows or these windows. Which ones do you all think for the second story? Because I don't think these are gonna work. Although to be honest, what I might do is put them like. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna put that one, but I'm thinking one of these two, for the second floor, because I don't think that. No, I don't like that at all. I don't like that one, so we'll get rid of that. It's between these two. Let me just tab and check. One or two. Which ones do you think look the best? I'm kind of going towards one because it's got more of that, like the three leaf clover design that the windows down below have. It kind of mirrors that a bit better. So I'm going towards that. Sims VIPs, yeah, I look at all the swatches. Every single release, I pore over the swatches. I also pore over all of the descriptions. The person who writes up the descriptions of the new items in all of the packs is Molly over in the Sims team. And she goes absolutely crazy in the descriptions. And they're always so much fun to read. Highly recommend. Because there's so much lore that she hides in there, and little stories, and just puns. And absolute, it's just so much fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. Rock, what did I say you didn't hear? I said that I'm a swatch whore for Sims 4. I'm a Sims 4 swatch whore. As I drank my wine. Tay, tears in your eyes, that made you laugh. I'm glad I can make you all laugh. All right, so alt place. You know what? Actually, let me do by room and see. Whoa, see what the game wants me to do here. So, yeah. Really, game? I did the by room, and you're like, no, Muir, no. I don't think any windows should be. Wow. Thanks, Sims. Thanks. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. I think we'll do 4 windows. Here, just above the doors, and then another 2. On each side. Now, I'm only doing the front for now. I will probably wrap these windows all the way around. But I want to get the front looking good, and then we'll continue around for the rest of the building. But yeah, I definitely want to do this. These arch windows for the top floor, square for the bottoms. Do you think so? These. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta do the sassy drag queen accent for this. You know the accent I'm talking about, right? The sassy drag queen accent. All drag queens that are worth their salt have the sassy drag queen accent. All right. Honey, I'm a Sims 4 swatch whore, and frankly, your base game is a bore. Okay. Rock, Jim is streaming now. Yay! What is Jim streaming tonight? Shaz, lol. Yas, queen. If you know, you know, right? If you ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, I love drag queens, by the way, and drag kings. They're seriously awesome. Okay, So let's check the short windows. What do we have as far as the short windows are concerned? So we've got, let me drop down here. We've got this. This is from Werewolf's Pack and is a wood slab window. It is literally a open window. All right. Now with this, I'm really tempted to like put this on the sides, like up here, and like board some of them up, you know, or like the window down here near the words. Why words, Muir? Why words? The window down here near put this window down here near the servants' entrance, because they don't need a proper window, do they? I don't think they do. So we can like put that there. And of course, this is gonna be like fenced off, you know, where no one can see it. It's just gonna be like this huge, ugly fence with some hedges, so that because no one wants to see the and a hedge, you know, to or a gate, you know, archway to get in, but no one wants to see the servants entrance, you know. So I really want to do that just because it's absolutely funny to do. So I'm gonna actually move this down a bit. And I want to put another window there. So we've got we've got these two windows, and that can be like the servants' entrance that leads into the kitchen, you know, where none of the rich manor people used to go. Ruck, you're gonna have to go back and clip quote that. Yes, you were too busy starting a test stream. No worries. Shaz, you love RuPaul's Drag Race. It is seriously good. Some VIPs you can cover it. Yes, I can cover it with the spider web. Yeah, or some boards to like board it up. Bees, you do square floors on your lower floors because they look more structurally robust, and the top floors are rounded or arched because it's like the hat on the head. Yet that makes a lot of sense, especially like if you're doing Victorian, because with Victorian architecture was plain at the bottom, and they wanted you to look up at the roof and the upper floors. Structurally, you know, if you were outside of the house. So they made the bottom plain Jane, and the higher you went, the more decorated the house is. But this is like typical UK manor house. And UK manor houses are literally boring. I mean, like, so boring. With columns and lots of concrete and marble and just boring. And they wanted you to look at the entrance and go, oh, this is so pretty. This is the best thing ever. And then up at the very top, they didn't care about it. They didn't want you to look at the very top because that's where all the servants' quarters were. That's where all the servants lived, was usually up in the attic spaces, you know, or what we would call attic spaces today. And they didn't want you to look up there because why would you be interested in the servants' quarters? Ugh, you know. It was a whole different time. Ruck, Jim is streaming. Oh, cool. MCC practice times. Nice. All right, so we do have, let's see, what types of windows do we have for upstairs? We do have the Henford Stone Halo window, which is quite small, but, and I do like them, but they're all more for like dormers, you know, like if this was a pitched roof, and I had some dormers up here, then I would so use those. But this is a flat roof situation, because again, if we look at the image here, that is a very flat roof. So it is a hipped roof, but it is still quite a flat one, and there's no space for dormers there at all. So, and you can see here, this is what the main manor house is. So we got this fancy roof structure here with the pillars, and then you got your big fancy fancy windows at the bottom, smaller windows in the middle, and then tiny windows at the top. And that is the whole style. That's how they did it back then. It's so weird. It is definitely weird. But there you go. B, look up Disneyland Paris's Phantom Manor ride. That's a good, yes, that is a Victorian haunted house. Victorian houses are just work so well with the haunted house vibe. They really do. Rock, quick question. How did I make my stream fit the screen without being stretched? 1920 by 1050p. It's in the settings. Yeah, I told it to use 1920 by 1050p. 1980 by 1920 by 1080. Sorry, I've had a bit to drink. You know what I mean? A standard, yeah, 1920 by 1080p resolution. Opting, are you the only one who assumes there'll be a Fortnite chest above the entranceway? Yes, maybe. You've been playing too much Fortnite, Opting. Shaz, that pick has columns on the corners. Yes, it does. Once we finish the windows, then I will 100% do the corners. I am so tempted with this brittle brick frame. Okay, so with this, let me see if I can find a really grotty... That one. Okay, so I really like this, all right? This is like a window that's been, you know, like... It's a hole. Where like a window used to be there, but there's no longer a window. So I'm really tempted to use that in the upper in the upper bit, or I mean, there's also the Grimposter's Secret with the broken window panes. So there's that. There's this one, and there's this one. Unfortunately, that doesn't fit that. That is a real shame. Now, the problem is if I use this, then I will have to either find a window that matches this, that's like the same rough size and shape, or I would have to use this all the way around. So let's see what we can find real quick. That's too big. I really wish we can resize windows. Not being able to resize windows in The Sims 4 really limits you as to what you can use in your builds. I will be so glad when Paralives comes out in December because they allow you to resize windows and doors. You want a really big door, they will let you put in a really big door. You want a window that takes up an entire wall, you can do it. And I'm definitely all for it. 100%. We've got this window. But... And it does have the broken swatches. But I am thinking that this is a bit too fancy. Actually, that might work. Okay. So that is a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. Shaz, yeah, 1920 by 1080. Yeah. That's what I meant. Rock, weird because yours uses that. The way that I do it is, how did I do it? In Meld, you use OBS, don't you? Because in Meld, you can type in what the display capture window is. So I've got it set for 1920 1080p. And then you can also in the preferences, in the settings, you can have it be that as well. So here, hold on. Let me show you real quick. Okay. So stop it. So you can see it right here. We've got 1920 display capture, my main monitor, 1920 by 1080p. This is in Meld. And then if I go into my preferences, and we go here. The main canvas is set at 10 ATP as well. And that's that ensures that there's no stretching at all with the video output. It's just so easy. It's absolutely easy. Bees a bit to drink. Oh lord, Muir's been swatching again. Love it, Bees. Love it. Shaz, yep, they ripped out the window. Augie, in OBS, it's in the settings as well, yeah. Rock, you have to have the Sims 4 on fit to screen, so it shows the sim window not stretched, but it's got black bars on the side. That is weird. That is definitely weird. Yeah, I have no idea what's causing that, or what would be causing that. So, ooh, here it is. That matches it perfectly. Yes. Okay. So, do we have any... Okay, we got the white. Do we have any... Wait. No, that one. That one? The white and white. Oh, there we go. That's a bit grodier. So yes, we can totally do that. So we'll get rid of these. Here we go. So what I'll do on this is I will put a few of these up here. So I'll put a couple that are, that have the actual windows in. But I'll put just a few of those, and then a lot of them with the broken one. So we'll do that. Actually, I want to alt place it very carefully and go 1. Hold on, I gotta do an eyedropper because I forgot to hit shift. And then I'm thinking maybe... there. And then this one. And then I'll put this one right there. Down a little bit, down a little bit. And make sure that that is even-ish. The problem with having 3 floors in The Sims is it starts getting really difficult. Because you notice the camera is bouncing up a lot. And it's really, really annoying when it does that. This is a known problem with The Sims 3, by the way. It just constantly does. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but it's fine. So this is the front. And I think it looks pretty good. Now, for the roof, I'm not actually going to put a proper, proper roof on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a flat roof. Like this. And I'm going to put a, if I can manage to do this correctly, I'm going to put a fake gabled roof. So we do it like this, and I draw that down, and draw this in. There we go. So we've got this fake gabled roof look. A fake facade, basically, a fake roof facade. And this will actually allow me now to do that window that I really wanted to use. So, the Hinford Stone Halo window, I can now use this and put it right there, like I wanted to do in the first place. And then for the roofs here, I'm actually going to leave these as is, and we're going to take a fence, and I want Not that one. I want the castle kit. I definitely want the castle kit. Which one is it? Where's the castle kit? There's so many kits. I've got so many things. I don't know where anything is. Ah, here it is. Here it is. And I'm going to use the battlement fence. And we're going to go with the very grody white fencing here. And we're going to put this all the way around. Both sides. There we go. Whoops. A little bit more there. There we go. Okay. So far, this is what we've got. I rather like it. It's definitely got spooky vibes. Definitely got spooky vibes. Shaz, you turn what off? The the camera thing where it jumps. I've messed around with the system files to turn it off, but for some reason it doesn't work anymore. Cindy, hello, how you doing? Glad to see you. Yeah, you did indeed catch me on stream. Welcome in. Okay, so we've got this. Let's go ahead and do we need to do the columns. And now we've got the compound column here from the castle kit. But let's see what else we can do. That's not gonna look good. We need something that's like really grandiose. Sorry, I've got a little fruit fly. Cindy, this is The Sims 4, and we're building a haunted manor house where, and I'm going to be putting, this is probably going to last, we're probably going to be doing this next week as well. So we're working on the exterior tonight, and then next Wednesday, we're going to be working on the interior. But yeah, we're making a haunted manor house that is going to be like the scene of a rave party. So inside is going to be, you know, a bunch of you know, a bar setup and a dance floor, and yeah, it's gonna be fantastic inside. It's gonna be nice outside as well. It's gonna look very spooky outdoors, but I'm really liking the way that this is going so far. Let's see. We've got this, but I don't think that's gonna quite work. What other spandrels do we have? Let's see. We've got that column. We've got that column. That's too small. Right now, I'm looking for a really nice, you know, stately column to go with this house. We've got that, but I don't think that's gonna look good. We've got the Greco-Roman column, which might work really well. I wish it was a bit thicker, though. That's the only problem. Cindy, that's why you came here for Sims 4 stuff. Is the castle kit worth it? I think it is, yes. I love the castle kit. This door is the castle kit, right here. These windows are the castle kit. And this fencing up here is also the castle kit. So it's a very nice kit. It's good if you like making manor houses or abbeys, castles, of course, churches, anything like that. Then it's a really good fit. I would also recommend, if you like your rundown things, the Life and Death pack. If you like broken windows like these here. There you go. If you like broken windows, the Life and Death pack has these really, really nice broken window panes. And then the Vampire pack, no, not Vampire, Werewolf, sorry, has this hole in a wall, basically, where the window fell out of the window, of the window hole, you know, of the window frame. So those, they're definitely 3 good packs to get. You have Life and Death. Oh, nice. And over, let me get back here. Rock, you're a dumbass. All you had to do was match it to the resolution of your Sims 4 window. These settings in OBS can be really, really difficult. They really can be. So yeah, don't worry about it. Bees, don't feel too bad. You streamed a black screen for an hour last night because it didn't capture your window. Been there. I've been there as well. Bees, you swear to Will Wright, you better see some crazy landscaping. Oh, we're gonna have some really nice landscaping out here. Don't you worry. You're a bit bummed after Muir adds this to the gallery. You can't even use it. You like the DLC. No. Bees. Poor bees. Shaz, you're gonna have to feed the fur babies. Okay, no worries. I'm sorry, bees. Okay, so this column might also work from Magic. And that's it. Okay, so let me just take a look. I'm thinking either, I think this one is going to be out. So let's get rid of that because it's too uneven. So I'm looking at this one from the Castle Kit. This one. That one. Or these. I don't like that one. It's too round. So yeah, one of these. The Castle Kit, if we go for that, I think it could work. That could definitely work. It might look pretty nice. Or we could go with this one, which also looks really nice. So that one I think is going to look too boring, so we'll get rid of that. And these two as well, we'll just get rid of those two. So it's down between these two, and the one that I'm going to choose it depends on the swatches. So I know the Castle one has some really good swatches on it. Cindy, where is this build at? I'm putting this one in the Werewolves world. On the Prowler's Patch lot. It's not a big lot. It's a pretty, smallish lot. But it works. And I've decided to put it in Werewolves world just because, Moonwood Mills, because, you got it's kind of spooky in Moonwood Mills. I could have put it in the Life and Death world, and I also could have put it in the Vampires world. Either of those 3 will work, and I think you should be able to put this in any of those 3 once I put it up on the gallery. So let's see. Yes, where was I? Swatches. That's what I was doing. So I know for a fact that this has grody swatches. I mean, look at that. That's really nice. This one does not have any grody swatches at all. So I think we're going to have to stick with the Castle Kit for this. So we'll do that. And with these columns, let me plop that down. With these columns, there's 2 ways of doing columns. You can either drag them up, like this. Or you can put them one on top of the other. It's a bit fiddly to do, but it can be done if the game decides to let you do it. And I don't think the game's going to let me do it with this. So it looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and pull them up. The only problem with pulling them up to the top, and that I don't like, is when you go into the cutaway view, the columns don't disappear. If you stack columns on top of each other, they will disappear in the upper floors. But when you stretch them up like this, unfortunately, this is what happens. It's a little bit unsightly, but I think we're just going to have to deal with it because it will not let me stack them this time around, which is a real shame. But, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to put these all the way around. Gosh darn it. It's fine. There we go. Put these all the way around. And then we'll go ahead and put the windows all the way around as well while we're here. There we go. So if we look at this now, it looks pretty good, I think. Halfway decent, at least. Now, I'm wondering, can I actually pull these up? No, I cannot. Okay, they can only go up to the top of the third floor. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Rock, the issue is your game had to be 1920 at 1200 resolution. Okay, you mean 1920 1080p? You bet. Yeah, it's whatever your game resolution is, yeah. Bees, you swear, them columns gonna get their ass beat. I know, right? I hate columns in The Sims. Sometimes, though, you gotta put columns in. And in this instance, they need to be in. We just can't go without, you know? Now, I really, really want to put a roof here. Like right here. Above this door. So I'm gonna see if... No, it's not gonna let me. Of course it's not. Why would the game let me put a roof? Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it this way then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back into Walls and Empty Rooms. We're going to grab a square platform. I'm gonna put the square platform here. It's going to erase this window and possibly the wall. Okay, it's just gonna erase the wall. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. Not angry. Not angry at all. Nope, not me. We pull it over. It erases all of the No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Whew. I was going to say, it's going to erase all the windows, and it's going to be an absolute pain in the neck, because that's usually what happens. But for once, the game decided to be nice to me. I am shocked. I am shockedeth, even. Okay. You wondering what I'm doing? This is literally what I'm doing. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna move this. No, bad Sims. Stop it. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna drop this down. Perfect, or at least as perfect as I'm gonna get it. Drop it down once more. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to take the columns. Grab those. put one... Come on, come on. Put one column there. By the way, did you know that you can drop columns all the way down to there? Interesting, but true fact. I don't know why you would want to, but you totally can. And then we'll pull it out like so, and there we have it. We've got the columns in front of the door now. I'm happy. We're doing good. Yay! Bees, to the window, to the wall until Muir throws a Halloween ball. I love it. I love it, bees. Okay, so now let's grab the nice little arrow here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. We now have a foundation. And then I'm going to take the Castle Estate stairs. And what I'm going to do is we are going to go ahead. We're going to go with the disgusting stairs if we can find them. Here we go. The grody stairs. We're going to do this. We're going to move like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Fine. It's not going to let me. Yeah. Stupid Sims. Not letting me do what I want to do. It's not big enough. It needs to be taller. The foundations need to be taller to do the sweeping staircase that I wanted to do. But it's fine. We'll do it like that instead. Sometimes you just can't have nice things in The Sims, you know? Chaz, welcome back. Augie, you have fetched us all up in bed. Fantastic. Okay, so now we need to do the walls and the foundations. Let's do the foundations first. And I am thinking that we will go with... We don't want this to look pretty. If we wanted it to look pretty, I would use this foundation with the flowers and the moss because it is just so cute, like fairy storybook foundations, you know? But we don't want that. We want this. We want this gross foundation. This horribleness that is like all horrible. It's just disgusting. It's just no one likes it, you know? It's grody and I'm here for it. So we're going to go with that. I'm also going to grab some more music from Epidemic Sounds because we don't have any music right now. Let's see. Let's go with Autumn Leaf stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, as we were, we got to have the music, you know, it's the rules or something. I don't know. Augie, are we getting more? Nope, that's next week. Next week, we are finishing the Agatha Christie novels next week. I am so looking forward to it. It is going to be an absolute blast. It really, really is. Okay. Walls. Now, we could go with the historic stone bricks for the walls from the castle estate. Or, actually, you know what? Let me use this side here, okay? Yeah. We'll use this side so I can show you swatches, all right? This is the best way to show swatches. So we can go with that swatch, which is super grody, absolutely disgusting swatch. There's also the not quite as grody, and there's also the clean swatch. That is one wall. That is all from the castle kit. So we can go with this gradient here. Or Let me think. That's not gonna work. There's we can no basement treasures is not gonna work. That would work inside, but not outside. So Shaz, yay, castle swap. I love the castle estate kits. Seriously. It is so good. We don't have no, there's no industrial loft. That's not yeah. Nope. Crystal creations won't work. Paranormal is an indoor walls, but not for outdoors. Let's see. We got the spooky stuff, but again, none of that is gonna work. We got a wood, but yeah, that might work in the attic, but none of these is gonna work outside. Definitely not. 100% definitely not. Werewolves. Werewolves does have some brick walls. So we've got that. So we've got like kind of a rundown, beaten looking brick there, or the lighter, you know, nicer looking brick. I don't think these little bricks are gonna work though, to be honest, for the for this kit. So for this build. So we'll not bother with the werewolves. Augie, Muir got wood. Always, always. Journey to Batu has this swatch, which is pretty nice, and I do kind of like it. It's like a variance, so the more you go, you know, it just keeps repeating. So it's like a 4 different, it's a 4 tile different, each tile in the 4 tiles is slightly different, so it gives you that worn stucco type look, which I think might work really nicely for this build, in that color. So we got the brick, we've got this swatch here. Shaz, you like that as well? It's very nice, isn't it? Again, this would work as well for inside, but I think it might work for outdoors, to be honest. The magic pack isn't really gonna work. The Strangerville isn't gonna work either. Now, Jungle Adventure has these solid stone blocks. And here they are. So they're very, very big and very mossy. And I don't think it's gonna work with this. I think this might be a bit too big of a block. Augie, are there any moldy looking swatches? We've got this brick here. That's from the castle kit. This is about as close as we've got for exterior mold. This is not moldy at all. This might look good, I think, in like the upper floor. So I don't think Jungle Adventure is going to work, to be honest. We do have the solid concrete, but again, none of it is very, yeah, is like old and decrepit. None of it screams abandoned to me. Not really. Vampires is nice. You got the brooding brick pattern, but none of them really are all that bad, you know? It's pretty clean looking. It's too clean looking for what we're going for here. Dine Out has got whitewashed brick, which might work. This whitewashed brick look, to be honest, might work. We got the lofty brick, which I think might work even more. So, like, you got this. So this mixed with, like, this. Because they do match up really nicely. So we could have, like, stripes, you know, a few of the green grody ones, like there, and then like one or two that's nice looking, or maybe an entire floor that's this green and grody, and then the next floor up can be like a nice looking brick. So we've got that look going on. So that could work. B's garage restoration as plain drywall. Ooh. That would work for inside, I think, with the drywall. So, Augie, you like the middle. You think the smaller bricks. So the tiny bricks or these bricks here? Which one do you think would work best? Shaz, it's pronounced groti, not groti. It's my American coming out. Outdoor retreat is all wood stuff. Adventure Awaits has this brick wall, but again, I don't think it really works. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Opt in whichever one Augie likes, you pick the opposite for balance. Oh dear, Shaz. Americans pronounce it groti. I mean, some do. Americans can never pronounce anything right. You know that. I can say that because, you know, I lived in the States for 24 years. Augie, you like the left-hand side, third from the left. So this side here. These ones, the Castle Kit one. Opt in. All right, that is actually a really good choice. I am trying to see if there's anything better, but to be honest, I don't think there is. There is this moss stucco, which is that. And I think that might work a little bit, but I'm with you. I'm aiming more towards these bricks. Maybe the stucco indoors, but the bricks outdoors so far is the best, I think. We do have this corroded concrete, which again, I think might look good. Like on the upper story. Let's see, can we get something that's about the same shade as the brick? There we go. Something like that. For like the upper story. That's really nice. I do like that. Augie, it's not enough mold. Yeah, I do agree. This is definitely not enough mold. Not for an old, abandoned manor house. The mold needs to go up like at least halfway, right? And also be on the top. I mean, we could fix that with wall decorations, but yeah. Lovestruck has the worn plaster wall, but again, that I think would look better indoors. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nope. City living, no. That's pretty much it, to be honest. So I'm agreeing with you all. I'm thinking the the castle stuff is probably going to be the best one. The basement kit, we do have the basement kit. and I'm pretty sure, yeah, basement treasures, but that's the basement treasures wall. And to be honest, again, I that's gonna look better inside than out. So, bees, I'm just building your IRL house. Oh my god. Numbnuts, hello. How are you, Numbnuts? Glad to see ya. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, do we think we should go horrible yuck at the bottom and work up to not so yuck at the top? Or should we go with your horribleness all the way up to the top? So we've got like really bad, and then like we could go like that, and then we've got like that at the very top, and then maybe, yeah, we can do like this all the way down at the bottom. So it'd be, hold on, let me actually go to the front here. So we got this look here at the bottom. Numbnuts, you had an oopsie. What did you do, Numbnuts? What did you do? Shaz, that was your first choice, the castle. So I'm thinking, the way that the gradient works with the castle kit is it's meant to go from not so bad at the bottom to go up to really, really bad the higher you get. So if we do that, then I'm thinking that we do like not so bad at the bottom. You know, the middle ground at the bottom. Because we don't want this to be like really, really, we don't want, there wouldn't be any really nice walls here. So if we do the, hold on, if we do this, why isn't it working? Ah, I see what it's doing. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. For some reason, it's sticking on the same freaking swatch. Alright, where's the castle kit? Why can't games just work for me? Games, work. Castle. Hey, look at that castle. Nope, that's basement treasures. Castle estate. There we go. Okay. So we've got this one. So this goes all the way, yep, like so. All the way around. And then we've got the really nasty stuff. There we are. That goes there. And then up at the top. So if we do that, there we go. That's actually quite nice. What do you think? Shaz, that looks good. It's because I'm like, yeah, exactly. Augie, you better work, game. Don't make me tell you twice. I think part of it is the wine. Let's be honest. So there we go. What do you all think of that? Of course, we want to change out this as well. So let me go to foundations and make this look really, really gross. Oh, oops, not foundations. Platform trims. No, you're not gonna be nice to me, are you? Okay, fine. We'll do half walls. Stupid game. Sims is like, no, Muir. We're not gonna let you do things just because, you know? Okay, nope, that's too big. Next one down. Perfect. Okay, so I draw these half walls all the way around this platform. And this will magically allow me to do this all the way around. See? See, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Honest. I know exactly what I'm doing. Perfect. Okay. There we go. We're doing well. We're doing well. Numbnuts. Pixent via SMS. Okay. You got stuck on a hill. Oh, there we go. I got it. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Oh dear. So you got stuck on a hill while disposing of rubbish with a mini loader, and there were no other machines available. You couldn't make it back up, so you had to get rescued. You tried pushing yourself up with a boom and bucket, but as you can see from the picture, there's a pipe on the ground, and the way the machine was going, you didn't want to slice the pipe. Oh, jeez, man. I'm guessing you got out of it at the end, but that is a horrible situation. I am really sorry to hear about that. Augie, it looks great. Aw, thank you. Ruck, you literally had it perfect, but then like 30 seconds later, the resolution changed itself. And though it's all the same resolution, there's still a black bar. That is so weird. That is seriously weird. Very, very odd. Okay. So, flooring. Inside. But yeah, are you okay though, Numbnuts? You didn't get hurt or anything, right? I really, really hope not. So outside, I'm thinking we will probably stick with the castle kit. And go with the weathered stone pavers. And we'll go with these really gross ones here. In fact, and we'll also go with them up top here as well. So, yeah. And hello. It is the top of a room. Hello? Give I give up. I mean, come on. It wouldn't let me place the flooring on here until I put floors by room. It wouldn't let me do floors by tile. Shaz, because of the fence wall, but there's a fence wall on this side and it let me put it down by tile. It is just, oh, I don't get the game sometimes. I don't understand this game sometimes. It's like, what the heck, dude? But to be honest, I'm not sure. I am not sure I like this. Can I do something? If I do this and I do that. Does that make any difference? I mean, really? Oh my god, it's not letting me do it. Okay, fine. Hold on. Let me just check this here. So there versus that. No, it's not really any different, is it? Okay. It's fine. It's like I'm just thinking I don't really like this on the top. So what I might do is I'll do that, but up here I'm thinking of going just like plain, not this, but go instead of a facade, you know, I might just go ahead and do a hipped roof up here. Just because I'm not certain about this. Wow. So instead of we'll do a full roof instead of a flat roof, and I like that a lot better, to be honest. It just looks better. Now that you're doing fine, the manager just laughed. I mean, I'm glad your manager has a good sense of humor, to be honest. That is good. Shaz, it is The Sims. I mean, true. Very, very true. It is The Sims, definitely. Okay, so we've got the main house done, except for the windows, of course. Now, I am actually not going to... Actually, you know what? I am. I'm gonna take these windows here, and I'm just gonna put, like, 2 of them here. We're not gonna put any here on the back. I am, however, going to put 1 there, and 1 there. And then we'll just put them, like, all the way around the rest of the build. Just, you know... Just because. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then we'll take these windows, and I will put them around the 2nd floor here. Exactly, you know, the way that they are all the way around the house. Really, game? Really? Okay, there we go. It's good enough. And then 1 there, 1 there. You just put this, go ahead, this can go all the way around. We're just gonna put 3 on this side, though. That looks good. And then around the top, I am tempted. I know, dangerous. Very, very dangerous thought here. But what if... Yes, I'm thinking. It's dangerous for me to think like this. But what if I took... We did the brittle brick archway here and made, like, a doorway going over here to this rooftop. You know, a broken one. And then I took over here and found the door that matches. So if I go with werewolves, here we go, the bold industrial door, and we put that there. So now we've got this really nice, you know, you got the doorways leading to each of the upper landings, which I think looks pretty good. Bees, did you know that Bees likes honey? Dead Bees has mentioned honey 1 time since the creation of this command. Love it. Love it. Rock, you're still messing with it? You think you fixed it? Oh, fingers crossed. I really hope you did, Rock. Okay, so we've got this going on. I want to take these stairs, and I want to put these stairs back here for this door. Seriously, game? Seriously? You're doing that, are you? You're seriously going to be an absolute... This is why I need the better build by and the tool mods again. Because the fact that when you put stairs on, the fact that the doors move is such a freaking pain in the neck. I hate it. But there you go. That's fine. So we got the stairs for the back. We also need some stairs for the there we go, for that. And stair railings. We need the castle kit. I'm not sure if the castle kit has stair railings, but we're gonna find out. They do. Hooray! Of course, we want grody again, right? We want the absolute disgusting railings, because we kind of have to. There we are. So the secret, by the way, the secret to making old, dilapidated, abandoned looking houses is to make the house so that it looks, or make the building so that it looks kind of new at first. So you notice that this looks pretty good, right? But we're going to definitely make this look really, really bad. So by the time that we're finished, this is probably going to be a 3-stream build, by the way, my friends, because I do not build fast. I do apologize for that. I am very slow when it comes to building because I think through everything. I cannot help it. I have tried to build fast, but my brain will not let me build fast at all. So I do tend to build things quite slowly. So yeah, I do apologize for that. But I think me building slowly, it does make it makes everything make sense. So I think about every placement. So like these windows here, I'm like, I could make both of these windows broken, or I could have made like both of these windows broken to match the door, but that doesn't make sense. If you think about old buildings, they don't do that usually. If you've got a broken door, you don't necessarily have broken windows right next to it. So yeah. I literally think through everything that I do in these games. But yeah, so this is probably going to be a 3-stream build, and I do apologize for it. But I'm sure it'll be okay. You asked me to build something, and I'm gonna make sure that it's a really nice looking build. These seriously, game, seriously. That's what I do. That is what I do. I'm constantly going seriously. It's like Furbies, Furbies say seriously. Did you know that? Rock, it's odd because earlier it worked with both 1920 and 1080p, you mean. I know OBS is on 1280 and 720. That is so weird. Shaz, and I'm on the socket. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the wine is probably making me build faster. If we're being completely honest. It is probably making me build a little bit faster, so... Right, let me see here. So we want the freeze, I think. And of course, we want the grody freeze. Now, do we want the castle freeze, or do we want the fairy tale freeze? Is not going to be good. I think we want the battlement freeze, or we don't want that because it's wooden one. It's a wooden freeze, and we don't want a wooden freeze. We could do the curved Victorian, but they don't really have any grody swatches. So I think we'll go with the battlement after all. Yes. So we'll go like this all the way around. No, stop it. Stop. There we go. Have you noticed what it's done? Have you noticed what it's done? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you being a tard? Come on. Come on. Don't be a beastard. It's not gonna let me do that, is it? No, it is not. Because the game doesn't like me. Hold on. Can I? That's what. Okay. Yeah, you're a little monster, game. You're an absolute little monster. Okay, maybe it'll let me do that now. Yes, okay. Hooray. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay, we got it to like me. It's fine. Shaz, don't apologize. Building fast is not your forte either. Bees, Muir build fast. Yeah, fast. Go now. Ah, Muir said a gamer word. What? Beatard? It's my way of not saying, you know, the bastard word. It's the shortened form of that. Yeah. I don't say the R word. I refuse to say the R word, if you know what I mean. Now, I am thinking that is a bit overboard, so we are not going to go with that. That is horrible. That is ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We do have the Eerie Elegance Spandrel, though, that I think might look a little bit... Nope, that's just as ugly. Never mind. Okay, we won't go with any spandrels because spandrels are ugly. Ruck, it's now working perfectly, and your stream hasn't crashed whatsoever in the time you were testing. Yes. Thumbs up. Very good. Shaz, Rock's stream looks perfect now, Windows fitting perfectly, and the stream is stable. Hooray! Bees, you heard it, guys. Muir won't say R. I'm official pirate hater. I only speak pirate on Pirate Day. Okay, it's fine. We just won't have the spandrels up here because the game is like, you can't have freezes and spandrels at the same time here. You just you can't do it. Because I don't like you, Muir. That is what the game has basically said to me today. Yeah. It's what it's done. The game has basically said no. Now the question is, though, can I put the... No, it's fine. Well, we'll just do the freezes. It's fine. I was going to say maybe we could put the trim, but the embellished castle trim is a bit over the top. So we'll just leave it. It'll be fine. Augie, does anyone know the etymology of the pirate voice? What of the R? No. No, you matey. Nar, matey. I do not know the etymology of pirate voice. R. Yeah, etymology is the study of words and their origins. It's fancy talk. R. Okay, I'll stop saying R now. Okay, so roof trims. I'm thinking for the roof trim, we're just gonna go maybe with the beveled. Yeah, I think that's gonna work the best, but I don't want it white. I'm thinking like the gray is gonna work best. Yes, okay. So then we've got the roof patterns. Now, we do have a few roof patterns to choose from, and I'm thinking that we should probably go with the gloomy weathered tile roof from Life and Death. Just for this bit here. So we'll probably go with the black. That will probably look the best. And now for the fun part. This is the roof sculptures bit, okay? And this will allow us to put holes in the roof, so we can 100% do this the super fun way. So we got a hole there. And maybe one there. And then over here on this side, Augie, Deadbees, say the B word, Mother Buzzer. Shaz, you were thinking in the gray. Hey Rock, if you stream, I'll raid you. Augie, it comes from Robert Newton in the 50s film version of Treasure Island. It was an adaptation of his Bristol accent. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna do like a small dilapidated hole on this side. We'll go right there. And then we'll do another medium dilapidated hole, maybe like right here. Now, I am tempted to go like oversize. You can't resize the holes. There's no stretching of holes allowed in The Sims. Sorry, not sorry. Not that. Totally not that. Okay? Get your minds out the gutter. Rock, you sure that we'll all love your Sims commentary? We can also put some holes in the roof itself. So let's Rock, it's mainly like, okay, dude, you have to go pee. Go pee. I said go pee. Why aren't you going to the toilet? Exactly. That is 100% how it works. Yes. So we got some holes going on here. And I'm just going crazy with the holes, you know? We're going a whole hog. Sorry, not sorry. There we go. Actually, I want a fourth hole on this side. Just to make it a little bit uneven. There we are. So we got some nice holes going on. Shaz, lol. These your holes. Shaz, you love living in the gutter. It's nice and warm there, isn't it? Sim VIPs, but the hole. No, unfortunately. We can't make them bigger. So let me show you. So with these holes, they're really cool because they got like this 3D effect. You notice that as I rotate the camera? You can see some pretty cool stuff in there, and it looks different. They really outdid themselves with these, by the way. But if you resize them, then, whoops, hold on, I'm gonna have to do it with the, yeah, there you go. If you resize it, the 3D bit doesn't actually resize. The hole doesn't resize. So unfortunately, you can't resize them, which I am so sad about. I am very, very sad that you can't resize the holes. Augie, you two are part of the Guther Brethren. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Shaz, big holes aren't your forte. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, we're so horrible. So we can also have plants if we wanted, by the way. We could put plants on the top of the roof. So like let's say maybe we wanted some grass growing up here. We can totally do that. So like maybe this whole section here whole sorry. Maybe this entire section here is like got loads, bunch of grass on it. Where's the other grass? There we go. Like so. And then maybe there's a little bit of grass as well on the roof. Like that. And maybe we even have like a dry rose bush here on the roof. And maybe some creeping thorns down. We can put creeping thorns down here as well, by the way. So maybe we got some creeping thorns down here. Just kind of doing their creepy thing. Along with the dried rose bush down here. So we can do that. Maybe some wildflowers growing up here on the roof as well. Over there maybe, and maybe, whoops, maybe some over here too. We'll do it in a different swatch though. So there we go. Can do that. I love the fact that we can. They've actually taken a lot of the plants and specifically made it so that you could put them on rooftops like this, which I love it. It's such a really cool thing. I do wish they would have Budliers in The Sims though. Budliers would be really, really nice. I'm just saying. I am just saying I would love some Budliers. A little bit of leaning grass. And we need some chimneys as well. Definitely need chimneys. Shaz, there's some awesome stuff in the vampire. Yes. I mean, there's the rose bush and the thorns are 100% from Vampire Kit. But there is other things from the Vampire Kit that you can put in that you can put on the roof. You just have to kind of cheat it. So I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna put like a bunch of these creeping thorns up here on the roof. Just because I love them. They're like my favorite plant for builds like this. I absolutely love them. So yes, chimneys. We need chimneys. Because an old manor house like this is going to have at least 2 chimneys. A lot of times they had even more than that. So let me just see what we've got going. Also, one thing that I really wish they had in The Sims 4 was wall chimneys. You know what I mean? Like, we've got this cronky chimney here that came with Enchanted by Nature. How cool would it be if we had a version of this, but on the wall? So that it, you could put it on the wall, like here, on the side of the wall, and it went at a 90-degree angle. It was bent at a 90-degree angle. That would be so cool. I would freaking love that, to be honest. Should I took about 6 hours to drink your bucket of mocha? Wow. But mochas are good though, you know? We all love a mocha. Am I right or am I right? Okay, I'm thinking we'll do the King of the Castle chimney for this build. Another thing that I really, really wish we had in The Sims was a broken chimney. A broken chimney would just be so, so cool. Actually, I think we'll do the Foggy Night and Ravenwood chimney because it's the most dilapidated looking chimney that we've got. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll put one here. And then we'll put another one. Whoa. Right about there. That should work. Shaz, a broken chimney would be awesome. Yes, we need one. If The Sims ever asks me to collaborate with them on a kit, I will 100%. The kit is just going to be the most random kit ever of things that I want in The Sims. You know, wall chimneys, broken chimneys, just a bunch of random things. Lilac bushes or buddleia bushes, you know. I'm just saying. Rock, it'll be called Muir's Random Stuff Kit. Yes. Yes, 100%. That is exactly what it will be called, is Muir's Random Stuff Kit. Yes. I like it. Okay, so I think... let me put a hole in here, and then maybe that one can go there. Okay, there we go. So I think that for now, we are pretty much done with the outside for tonight. Now, we will be back on Wednesday. Hold on. Let me actually take a picture of this. So this is what we've got so far. And to be honest, I think this is looking really nice. There we go. So this is what we got for tonight. And like I said, I really like it. It is a good, solid foundation. On Wednesday of next week, we will continue with the outside, and we're gonna start putting in. We're gonna put in trees and plants and special effects, lighting and stuff outside. And hopefully, we'll get that finished on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're gonna go in and we're going to decorate the interior. I don't know why it did that. Stupid game. But yeah, on Wednesday, we're going to go inside and actually build, work on building the inside of the house. We're gonna make it's gonna be really nice. We'll have like up top here be bedrooms, and down here we'll have like the kitchen will be in this section here. This will be like a little sitting room. This here is like gonna be the ballroom. No wait, this is like your entryway, the grand entryway. It'll be nice and, well, not nice, but you know what I mean. It'll be all dilapidated and stuff, and we'll have like maybe a piano over here, and so on and so forth. And then this will be like the ballroom, and then back here will be the dining hall. Okay, so we've got it planned out. Kitchen, sitting room, entryway, dining hall, ballroom, and then up here is like will be an area for seating. And then we got the two bedrooms on either side, and then up here will be the servants' quarters. All right, so we're getting there. we've pretty much got everything planned out. Um, but we just need to add all of the details and the decorations and stuff. I think this is gonna be really really cool, and I've got some sneaky little plans for different things that I want to add to this. So like different debug things to add some spooky effects and stuff like that. And I'm really really looking forward to adding all of the spooky things. It's gonna be really really cool. I like. Can you tell that I like making places spooky and rundown looking? Can you tell? Anyway, Sim VIPs, thank you so much for the 10 bit cheer. Appreciate that, my friend. By the way, if you are over on YouTube, please remember to like the live stream or the VOD. And because every 4 likes over on YouTube equals £1 that I will give to our charity of the year, Cats Protection UK. And it will be Wednesday, Shaz. Wednesday and Thursday we'll continue with this build. Monday will be Fortnite. Rock, I am indeed wrapping up, and we are going to raid whoever is online. I have no idea who could be online. It could be anyone. Could be anyone at all. Bees, you're being forced out of the house, so your connection will be asked, but you're still here. I appreciate you, Bees. I really do. I appreciate all of you, because all of you are just seriously awesome. Shaz, you're fighting with someone in real life. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not your dog, is it? I don't know why I asked you that, but I know that you're always fighting with your dogs. So, okay. All right, my friends. Let's find someone to raid. Who all is online tonight? Let's find out. Shaz, no worries, my friend. No worries. Rock, are you on? Yes, you are. Okay. Rocky World 12 is streaming The Sims 4. So shall we go and give our raid over to the wonderful Rock, because you know he very rarely streams. So when he does stream, we got to make sure that we come by and say hello. It's only right. There he is. Game. Hello Twitch. Hello. Thank you. Anyway, my friends, you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please take care of yourselves. Have fun. Stay hydrated. You know, all that wonderful stuff. And I will see you Monday with Fortnite, and then next Wednesday and Thursday with more of this build. I am so looking forward to delving more into this Halloween rave property. It's gonna be an absolute blast finishing it up. Anyway, let's go and give Rock a wonderful raid, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Where's my raid button? Ah, there it is.